Oscar Wilde was born in Dublin in 1854. He left Ireland when he was 20. He went to Oxford University and he studied Latin and Greek. In 1884, Wilde married a rich Irish woman. They had 2 sons and he wrote a book of stories for them. By 1885, he was a very successful writer. Crowds of people went to the theater to see his plays. Then, suddenly, his life changed and Wilde went to prison for 2 years. When he left prison, he went to live in France. He died in Paris in 1900. Throughout his life, Oscar Wilde wrote a number of different kinds of books. B1 students of the EOI Mieres are going to read a very beautiful story called The Happy Prince.
Once upon a time, a beautiful statue stood in the middle of the town square. It was the statue of a prince. His body was carried in shiny gold leaf, and his eyes and dagger on his belt were ornamented with precious gemstones. From his place on the square, he could see everything going on around him. People called him the Happy Prince. One called and one denied. A swallow wanted into the square. The other swallows had gone south for the winter, but this one had gotten lost and was left behind. Circling the square, the swallow saw the statue of the Happy Prince.
It's too cold to fly tonight. I'll stay here for the night. Oh, it's so cold. As the swallow settled down, a drop of water fell on his head. Oh, that's cold. Can it be raining? The swallow glanced up and saw that the sky was clear. How odd! What the drop of water come from then? Curious, the swallow flew to the top of the statue.
When he reached the top, he saw that the prince's eyes were filled with tears. What are you crying, prince? I'm crying because I'm sad. Why? How could you be sad? I was a happy prince, and all my days were filled with joy. Now, when I statue, I can look over the whole town. I see so much misery and poverty. Swallow, you stay a look at the little house there. Where?
The swallow looked at where the prince pointed. He saw an old run-down house. A sick child lay on the bed inside. The child is very ill, but the family is too poor to buy the medicine she needs. Oh, how sad. Swallow, would you do something for me? Take out the ruby from my dagger and bring it to that house. If they sell it, they will have enough money to buy the medicine. Of course, I will do as you ask. The swallow took out the ruby and carried it to the child's house.
The following day, the swallow stayed in the square. He wanted to stay with the prince a little longer. In the afternoon, he flew up to the prince's shoulder to say goodbye. Goodbye, prince. I must flee sun now. Swallow, can I ask for one final favor before you go? There is a young man living in an attic on that side of the village. He's writing a novel, but he's so poor that he hasn't eaten anything in days. Can you please take one of my sapphire eyes and bring it to him? Your eyes? Very well, prince. The swallow took one of the prince's eyes and flew to the writer in the attic. When he discovered the sapphire, the poor writer shed tears of joy because he knew he wouldn't starve. The swallow didn't go south that day, but he wasn't very happy.
The next day, the swallow tried to say goodbye to the prince once more. "I'm so sorry, swallow, but I had one last favor to ask of you. Do you see that girl selling magic in the street? Give her my other eye." "I can't do that. You'd be blinding, prince." "It doesn't matter. Please, give my eye to that poor girl." The swallow took out the prince's remaining eye and dragged it into the match guard basket. "Oh, where did this come from? Oh, swallow, thank you so much. With this sapphire, I can stay warm this winter. Thank you so much."
Now that the prince had given away both of his eyes, he couldn't see anymore. "Thank you, swallow. You have helped me very much. I know I have kept you back too long. Please, fly south now." "No, my prince, I cannot leave you alone now. I will be your eyes." The swallow had grown to love the prince for his generous heart and wanted to stay with him. From that day on, the swallow stayed by the prince and flew around the town, telling the prince everything he saw. "Prince, I saw some homeless children living under the bridge. They will soon starve or freeze to death. Please, take some gold left from my body and bring it to those children." "Yes, my prince."
As more and more people became happy, the prince's body grew more and more ugly. Winter came, and the swallow could feel his body freezing. One snowy day, he flew up to the prince's face and kissed him. "Thank you, my prince. You have taught me the true meaning of happiness. Thank you." As he said those words, the swallow fell to the ground and died. "My poor faithful swallow, you didn't fly south and died because of me. Even my gold cannot save you. My poor little swallow." Tears flowed from the prince's empty eyes, and a cracking sound came from deep within his body.
The villagers emerged into the square to drink in the sunlight and saw what had become of the prince's estate. So they tore down the statue and cast it into the fire to melt it down. Only as the statue melted away in the heat, the prince's heart remained. Looking down over the earth, God turned to one of his angels and said, "Bring me the two most beautiful things in the world." The angel brought back the frozen body of the swallow and the prince's heart. God was very pleased and said, "The people do not understand what true happiness really is. This little bird will sing forever in my garden, and the prince will stand in my city of gold."